Hi guys, so this is part 2 of breeding canaries, or rather breeding roosters. In the first part I showed you how you prepare each bird for the breeding season and put them in the breeding cage. What I've been doing since then is giving them twice a week soft food. The soft food I'm giving them twice a week is sort of similar to the soft food that I give in the winter. I'll put a card to the video in which I prepare that. The only thing it's different is that I add some pearl morbids with the couscous, and I add as much uh, egg food for the pearls that I add as I did for the couscous. And they had daily water changes with fertility to get them into breeding condition, and I slowly increased their light with an artificial light, and now they are close to 12 and a half hours of daylight, almost 13, and those are the hours you want for breeding. You don't want to go over 13 or 14 actually, because that might trigger a molt. They've been like this for a couple of weeks. I started preparing them at the beginning of February, and right now we are at the end of February. And if you look in the cages, you can see that my hands completely destroyed the tissues, the paper that I had in the trays. They are starting to get into condition. And one thing that I added today was these nest material holders with some nest material, and you can see that some of them already started picking on them. I'm going to let them be for a couple of days and see which hens took the most nest material out, and the ones that seem more advanced to me, meaning that they took all the nesting material out, I'll give them a nest, and if I see them building the nest, then I'll remove the grill divider and pair them up. You can see one of the hens is already carrying some nest material in her mouth. That means she's ready. Most of my hens are ready, to be honest. It's the males you have to be careful with, because if the males are not in good breeding condition, then you might get a lot of clear eggs. So by the time my hens will start building their nests, I hope that my males will be ready to breed. The nests I gave them as soon as I paired them up. I paired them up 4 weeks after they've been seeing each other through the gate, and the hens have had plenty of nest material which they've been spreading around. And a few days before I put them together, I gave the hens nests to see which ones started to build, and only the white one started building, but they are all paired up now because everybody's in good breeding condition. The females have started finally building their nest. Not all of them, just some of them. I'll show you a few of the nests. They are making quite a mess when they're nest building. They are throwing nest material all over the place and making a huge mess in your bedroom, as you can see. And there's nothing you can do about it, just supply them with as much nest material as they need. For nest material, I like to use Utah or Ute or whatever it's called. It's a fiber. It's really nice. They can build the nest really quickly with it and give it a shape. And then when they're getting towards the end, I like to give them some cotton, so they'll break it up and finish up the nest. I don't like to use any other nest material because of the risks of the hens choking themselves with the nest material, like coconut fiber or even some sisal fiber, which are very thin fibers and long. They can easily choke themselves. You can see how I give the nest material to them. This hen is close to finishing up her nest. I put some cotton on the lower part so she can break small bits, as you can see her with one bit in her beak, and put them in the nest. And on top I put some more sisal fiber in case she needs some more, but she really doesn't. Right now she's working only with the cotton. Here I'll show you some of the nests. Here is her nest. She only has Utah inside at the moment and bits of the tissue from the tray and maybe small bits of cotton. Here's another hen. She's just started building her nest today. She has a lot of tissues that she broke from the tray and some Utah. I still haven't given her any cotton. She still has some work to do with Utah before I gave her the cotton. And here is the first hen that started building her nest. She didn't do a really good job at the end finishing the nest up. She put a lot of cotton and tissues, and I had to remove some because she almost built a straight nest. The cinnamon hen started building her nest on the floor. I broke it up because I didn't want her to build on the floor. And I gave her an internal nest because I thought that she might not like my external nest, and apparently I was right, because since yesterday she built a nest and she's really happy. She keeps picking herself, but there's not much I can do about that. I'm giving her lots of nest material, both types, so she can choose whatever she likes. And to avoid any other hens from further trying to build their nests on the floor, I've given them the choice of having an external and an internal nest. So here you can see that the hens that have not started yet to build nests have two nests. After a few days, my hen laid her first egg. You can see I've replaced it with a plastic one, and I've changed them from Fertivit to water because you don't want to give Fertivit after they've started laying eggs, because that will make them overfeed and they may abandon the clutch. Here I store my eggs. Here's the egg she laid this morning. I have this small rack with each cage number and some seed. This is where I take the eggs from the hens as they lay them until they lay the fourth egg. Once the fourth egg has been laid in the nest, I take the other three and put them back. Of course, if they stop laying before, meaning that they only make 2 or 3, or worst case scenario only 1 egg, I put it back and I let her start the incubation process. Guys, all my hens are now finished building their nest or started building their nest. So everybody's getting ready to lay eggs. My white hen laid her second egg today, and slowly but surely we are getting close to the part we're all excited about, the chicks hatching. This is gonna cut it for the third part, guys, and I want to thank you for the huge support on the first part. It's the second most viewed video on my channel, and most of all I want to thank you for helping me reach my goal of 100 subscribers and even surpassing it. And if you enjoy my videos and you're not subscribed, please do it. It will help me get motivated in delivering more videos for you with tips and reviews that all of us bird people enjoy watching. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the third part about breeding canaries, or more specifically breeding Gloucesters. Bye.